What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful fight fans across the world? And in this video, I'm going to be talking about why we have to make press conferences great again in the UFC, okay? Because think about it, back in the day, all right, when we didn't even know what the UFC was, when most of us were just walking around with our finger in our ass, all right, walking around not knowing what the UFC was, all right? We were just walking in and about, and then we see clips on our phone, on Instagram, Facebook, don't matter, whatever we used to use back in the day. You see a clip of Conor McGregor saying, "Who the fuck is that guy?" Okay, that's what, like, most of the things that brought people into the UFC. It's not just the fights, it's not just the highlights, it's also the trash talk, it's also the funny moments at the press conference. Okay, that brings a lot of fans into the sport, and I think that press conferences aren't being invested into, like, as good as they can be. All right, they can be much better than they are now, and we can improve. We can make them great again. All right, we can make them great again, and I have a couple of ways to make it great. But right here, the reason why I have this picture right here is because last night we had the UFC 307 press conference. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't the greatest, but there were some highlights. I can't lie. There were some highlights. And there were some things I liked about it. But right here, the star of the press conference is right here. Kayla Harrison was the star of the press conference. That's why I had to put her picture up, because shout out Kayla Harrison. She actually made it entertaining. She actually made UFC MMA women's bantamweight somehow somewhat entertaining. That's crazy. Okay, Kayla Harrison might be my new favorite WMMA fighter after last night, just because of how good she was yapping. Okay, and we know Kayla Harrison's going to go out and destroy anybody in front of her. Juliana Pena, Raquel Pennington, it do not matter. Okay, Kayla Harrison coming for everybody's domey. She's coming for that. She's coming for that. All right, she's coming to TKO every woman out there with her biceps, all right, with her triceps, with her big ass shoulders, my boy. She puts me to shame, all right. With her muscles, she puts me to shame, all right. I need to get that. I need to lock in on Peaches and Creamfield and actually start muzzing. But regardless of all that, I'm gonna get into my reasons why. My reasons how. Sorry, the UFC press conferences can improve. My first reason is Dana White. Okay, this one didn't happen at the UFC 307 press conference, so I have to give him that. Dana White, stop letting the press conferences be 15 minutes long. Okay, last night it wasn't short. It was actually, he let it go on for a little bit longer, which is good. That's what we want. Most of the press conferences in the last year, after 15 minutes, it's like, okay, guys, that's it, questions. Like, they'll be mid-question, and Dana White's just like, okay, that's all for tonight, we're done. Like, he just cuts it off so quickly. Like, let's get a little bit of marination here, all right? We need a little bit of animosity to build here. We need a little bit of tension to build here. We can't just end the goddamn press conference in 10 minutes and then expect some good moments to happen. All right, that was what's good about the press conference last night, because you didn't see that. He actually let it go on for a little bit longer, and we actually had some decent moments. Even though it wasn't the best press conference, it was one of the better press conferences in recent time, which is crazy to say, because the highlight of the press conferences, you would see bantamweight yapping. All right, it wasn't even the main event, or like, come on, man. But that's what I liked about last night's press conferences. Let's keep that up. At least 30 minutes. Maybe 25 minutes. That's as much as we need. We need some time over there for some tension to build, for them to look at each other and me-mug them, to throw a water bottle, one or two water bottles. Like, we need that. We need these moments to sell the fights, because we're obviously not promoting it well. We're obviously not out there promoting the fights well. Only, like, real fight fans know what's going on right now in the UFC. And because they just have a big fan base now, they can get away with it. But what happened to all the good fight promotions? I'm going to make another video about that. I'm going to make a video about how Better Biev versus Bivol had one of the greatest fight promotions I've ever seen. But boxing needs it. But that's it. That's it for this point. My next point is, bro, bring the whole card out. Like, why are we only having the main card out there? Last night, if we had Joaquin Buckley and we have Joaquin Buckley and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson on the prelims for UFC 307. If they were out there on the stage, it would have made it better. Joaquin Buckley would have been out there yapping to Kevin Holland or something. Roman Dolidze, something. Like, Joaquin Buckley is actually a yapper. Have the whole card out there. Why not? That's how you get a moment where Jeremy Stevens is shit talking Conor McGregor and he goes, who the fuck is that guy? All right, that's how you get those moments, my boy. That's how that shit happens. Why do we not having the whole card out there? For what reason? It makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. Like, you never know. You never know who could yap to who. And you can have a crazy moment just build off of that. Like, bro, this is one of the biggest cultural moments in history right here. Jeremy Stevens versus Conor McGregor. But wait, who the fuck is him? Who am I even talking about? I forgot. But Conor McGregor. Maybe press conferences aren't just great again. They're not great anymore because Conor McGregor's not around. Maybe that's why press conferences just suck. Because maybe nobody's as great as a yapper as Conor McGregor. Maybe we just miss the Conor McGregor trash talk. I don't think anybody is on the level of Conor McGregor trash talk. People have tried, okay? Colby Covington has gone out there and tried. That hasn't worked. It's not as great as Conor. No way. It doesn't even come close. Who else? Who else has tried a lot? Maybe Izzy just comes off as cringe. DDP's low-key. He's low-key building it up. I'm not going to lie. He's low-key building it up. He's making Izzy cry, making Sean Strickland cry. I don't know. DDP is the dark horse of press conferences. I don't know. But the champions we have now, they're not the entertaining press conferences type. So maybe it's just a champion problem. Maybe we just don't have stars in the UFC that are yappers, can make press conferences good. Maybe that's what it is. But just have the whole card out there, my boy. Why not? Why not? Have the whole card out there. You get to be on the press conference. You get to be on the press conference. Why fucking not? Let's get everybody out there. Let's get your mom out there. Bring Tyler Woodley's mom out here. Let her yap, all right? Bring Eddie Alvarez's wife out here. Let her yap. We need everybody out here. We need everybody. Bring Ian Gary's wife out here, okay? Let's make that press conferences as good as it can be, okay? As good as it can be. Let's make it the greatest. But that's another stride I have. Bring out the whole card, or most of the card, at least. Maybe not early prelims, but at least bring out some of the prelim fighters if there's big names on it. Why not? Why not? Joaquin Buckley and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson should have been on that stage last night. I don't care. But my next gripe, who are these reporters asking questions? Who are these reporters? Okay? They be asking the most NPC, MMA on point type of questions out here. Okay? I do not mess with it. They be, Khalil Roundtree, what does this mean for your legacy if you beat Alex Pereira tomorrow? What the hell do you think it means? Everybody knows what it means. Okay? Ask some questions. Ask the real questions we all want to know. Khalil Roundtree, what cult are you in? We want to know the real questions, okay? We want to know the real questions. We don't want to be out here hearing, on Saturday night, what does Saturday night mean to you? Or how prepared are you for Saturday night? I think Dana White scared away all the people that can actually, go out there and ask a decent goddamn question. Ask an actual, question that brings out something. Some animosity, some tension, something, man. Something. I'd rather, even though Ariel Helwani's a worm, I'd rather have Ariel Helwani out there. At least he'll make it a little bit interesting. Okay, we can have people out there yapping to each other. The what saved UFC 306 press conference was Ronaldo Rodriguez yapping to Ode Osborne. Other than that, it was a stinky babinky press conference. And did you see how big they had the stage and everything for that press conference? They're putting money into this. So why not do these little changes to make it better? I feel like it's easy. I feel like it's not that bad. I have a way to fix this, though. You have all these NPC reporters, MMA reporters asking questions. I have a way to fix this. I know they're not. The best way to do this would be having MMA YouTubers just go out there and ask their questions, because that would make it really spicy. But we're not. We know we're not doing that. But bring back fan questions. All right, bring back fan questions. This is one of the most iconic moments in the UFC right here, and look at the storyline that is built off of that one iconic moment. Like that little kid asking, "Connor, when you gonna rip his head off?" or something like that. I forgot what he said. He's like, "How fast are you gonna rip his head off?" or something like that. And this guy made his PFL debut. Like, look, we have a whole storyline coming off of this. This guy's gonna build his whole MMA career off of this one moment. Okay, it's crazy out here. We need moments like this. We need fan questions, because these reporters are to be asking them NPC questions that we don't want to hear. We want to hear some tension. We want to hear some animosity. Okay, we want people to go out there and start yapping. We want them to go out there and start smack talking. Okay, we don't want some We don't want the highlight of the goddamn press conference to be Kayla Harrison yapping to the women's bantamweight division, man. Even though it wasn't bad. Come on, we need something. We need something more. Okay, it's just not the same anymore. It's not the same. Nowadays, the UFC is built off of just straight how good the fights are. That's really how it is. It's not built off the yap. We need some more yap. Fights, the best thing about a fight is the yap before it, the build up. Like, it makes it 10 times better. Okay, the people that try in the press conferences, they just get shitted on. I don't know, but let me know down below. Do you agree that press conferences suck nowadays? I think they do. I think these are ways that they can be improved. Okay, I think these are pretty reasonable ways they can be improved. I don't know. I might just been yapping this whole time. I might be a yapper. Okay, I am a yapper. I don't care. But I want to make MMA press conferences great again. So leave a like, subscribe. I'm dropping videos like this almost every single day. So show some love, turn the notifications on, and I'll see you, big booty best friends, in the next one, man.